All right, so before we get started, I'd like to thank all of my supporters, all of our fans. I have to thank y'all in the chat. I have to thank America, the Canadians, the French, the British, the Chinese, the Japanese, the ants, the dogs, the chickens, the cats, the pigeons. Oh, I'm sorry. I just want to thank everybody for finding Daryl. That's it. He hasn't been here for a while. So I thank y'all for finding him. I appreciate it. I know y'all was wondering where I was going with that. I'm just sending y'all a thank you. Thank you for finding Daryl.
I had to do some soul searching. I was on the journey, but hey.
I got scars unhealed, that money can't fix it. My brother turned to snake just for that quickly. Gay love, they gay hate, cause they mind will sick. I was 30 in the clock, cause the pot got thick. Saying change ain't change, only change switch clips. Gotta ride with that drum, keep that clip by my hip. See the pain in my verse every time you hear me spit. They told me keep my circle tight, but that bitch.
Alright. So getting into it, right? I just gotta give big shout outs to Asia Wilson. 4-time MVP.
Four.
Right? And
But also the span of 4 times in 6 years?
Yeah. So, and a lot of people talk all this Caitlin Clark talk, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't mean to bring her up, but it's just like, come on, we have to start putting respect on certain people's names. And Asia is one of them.
Agreed.
Not just that, 7-time All-Star, 2-time gold medalist. Mm-hmm. She had she won in the NCAA. 2-time defensive player of the year. Mm-hmm. Let's see what else. 4-time block champion. So she played on both sides of the ball, and I want to say 2-time scoring champion as well. Mm-hmm. So to me, like, we got to give flowers where it's due. Asia Wilson, give you one of those golf claps.
Short career, long resume.
Yeah, so and we can put her in that conversation probably as one of the GOATs of the WNBA.
If not the GOAT.
Well, it's a such thing as Maya Moore. So, I don't know if I could put her in there right now.
Maya Moore is, in my opinion, she's still kind of like a what if, because she got in she was. Like, her prime was ending when she got into the WNBA.
Yeah, but back to back.
Yeah.
Championships.
Yeah. For a franchise that don't exist anymore.
Yeah. So, reeling it in still with the WNBA, and I hate to say I was right. Mm. I'm wrong. I love to say that I was right. But right now, the Fever, they made it all into the semifinals.
Let's talk about
without Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Right now they tied 1-1 with Las Vegas, and tonight I think is game 3.
Yeah.
So the real question I have isn't them making it this far without Clark. My real question is, what if they make it to the finals without Caitlin Clark? What conversations are we having now?
So, a very unique one, especially on the opposite end, all the good drama and turmoil that's going on with Angel Reese as well. So, it's one of those things of basketball isn't an individual sport; it's a team sport, and I mean you can kind of see the difference. Angel Reese, when she's on the court, she improves and uplifts her teammates. They're in games that they're not supposed to be in. Yeah. They play better.
Yeah, she's real impactful. Yeah, I think we was going over this before too. When she's not on the court, when she's not playing, they lose them by 20-something points. Mm-hmm. Even more. The games are ugly. As soon as it starts. But like you said, they're winning games or they're either in games when she's playing. Mm-hmm. So she's impacting games more because it just shows you without Angel Reese, Chicago side suck.
Yeah.
Right. They not even competitive. Mm-hmm. Without Caitlin Clark, still a team. If I might add, and I already know I'm gonna get it in the chat, in the comments. Mm-hmm. The Fever looked better without Caitlin Clark. The ball moved more scoring opportunities. we're not catering to one star.
Mm-hmm.
So they just look better. Casey Milshaw, like, she be balling.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, for Caitlin Clark, I think one of the main issues with her is that, like, the ball, she's so ball dominant.
Yeah.
And if she's on fire, she's on fire. But it's also, she becomes passive aggressive with her passing when her shots aren't dropping. Where now it's kind of like, come on, get the rest of the team involved. Here, fine. So, like, that's why I feel like that's why, like, at times, like, her turnovers are so high, because it's not what she wants to do. If she's feeling it, then she's like, she's passing better. But when her shot isn't dropping, and now she's kind of forced to play more up the point, that's when, I think her turnovers increase, because, like, she just gets so, like, I was just listening to something earlier today. They call it king baby syndrome, where basically, like, they've been coddled their entire life. They've never been, like, told that they're doing something wrong, and when someone does call them out, they throw temper tantrums, and you see, like,
You
that's
see it on the court.
Yeah, that's her energy. She's even, like, done that with her father.
Mm-hmm.
So queen baby in her case, but I think that's why, like, there's better ball movement. Even, like, the spacing, which is weird, because, like, she needs spacing, but the spacing's better with the Fever when she's not on the court.
Yeah, and more people movement.
Yeah.
And then just piggyback off of that, like, without her on the court, you see the team on the court, they seem like they play a little bit harder, right? It seems like they play for each other.
Yeah.
Versus when she's on the court. And then people so glamored with her shooting the logos threes, but if you look at her field goal percentage, she's shooting like 10 for 12. I mean, 2 for 12 or 2 for 20.
Yeah.
And then people just happy about the 2 or 3 makes that she have. And I get it. The NBA has invested a lot of endorsement money in her. They invested a lot of coins in her. So they need her to succeed and play well.
Yeah.
Right? So they need that. The fans need that. But she has to take a look in the mirror and figure out how can she be that person that they need her to be.
Right.
I mean, we can say the sophomore slump is a real thing, right? So, she hasn't been on the court that much this year, but when she was on the court, it was ugly. But even looking at, last year, yeah, she put up a lot of points and stuff, but it still wasn't, like, pretty. Like, I'm pretty sure we can go back. There's only a handful of games where she shot a good percentage with low turnovers. Yeah. Right? She hit the 3, people just forget about the 12 she just missed.
And my expectation for her, because she started off horribly her rookie year, but toward the end of the season, that's when she started to improve. So I was expecting her to kind of continue that momentum into this year. And the same thing, she got out the blocks rough. And, she was dealing with, like, a lot of injuries and stuff this year, but I don't think it would have made that much of a difference. And then you start looking at it, and I think that was something that the NBA has always had an issue with as well, popularity. So her being voted as an all-star, she should not have been voted an all-star.
Nope.
Whether with or without the injury, she was not playing all-star caliber basketball.
And to me, I think we talked about this before, she didn't play enough games.
Yeah.
That's not fair to the people that have been out there every single day hooping, that, somebody that didn't play more than half the games, now they're all-star.
Let alone, like, wasn't she
the captain?
Yeah, she was the captain, yeah.
It's crazy. Just because you go out there with black forces doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Now, I want to talk a little bit about just this Angel Reese thing. Like, they hate on her so much that they want to report false information. Like,
about the shoes?
Yeah, the first day her shoes came out, within a couple of hours, reportedly, her shoes sold out. Yeah, and I think she got some of the toughest shoes. Like, y'all just don't rock with Reeboks. Yeah. But I'm telling you, these are a pair of shoes to get.
And her colorways, those first 2, I like them.
Yeah, they tough.
Yeah.
And I'm not so sold on the white colorways. I don't know. I just don't like white like
no,
that.
But it's like an off-white. It's one of those things where you gotta, like, get in close. Like, it's some really nice detail on, like, the white ones.
Yeah, but I like the other colorway just because it's a hooper.
Yeah.
They scuff easily and all that other stuff. But but her shoes are pretty nice. And then I just don't understand the benching of injuries, right? And then a lot of stuff that she said was taken out of context. Like a reporter asked her, and to me, this is the wrong time to ask a basketball player about improvements you need to make as a team. Because think about it, we just came off a loss. I just competed my ass off, right? I'm getting everything I have that I can possibly on the court, and nobody is matching my energy.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of losing. Especially if I'm a player, I won in high school, I won in college, and now I get to the professionals, and you're doing nothing to help me win. Like, the good players, you trade away every season, right? We had a good scoring point guard. You traded her away, right? We had a shooter. You traded her away. I had a coach that I like. You traded her away. So now I'm with a new coach, with new players, and we have to sit up there and figure it out. And the players that they got over there are players that was rotational pieces, but now they starters when they with the Sky. And now you ask me as a reporter what improvements we can make. And now they want to take what she said out of context. We're saying, like, look, no disrespect to my point guard. She's almost 40. Like, she's an Asian. Like, why can't we get somebody over here? Because that's not the future. Think about it. How's your future point guard 40?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then now you got pieces over here besides, I forget the chick from South Carolina. Cardoso. There you go. Besides Cardoso, right? She's the only player she really rock with, right? Well, you know, her old point guard from LSU, but she ain't getting that many minutes. But it's like, we need something that we could build around.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at every team or every young player, they're pretty much building around them. Like, to me, they are setting Angelreese up for failure. And the Chicago side decide to, you know, I'm going to bench her, right? Because she's animated on the court and she's vocal and stuff. I'm a bench her. You need that energy. Hell,
Yeah.
I'll take that type of energy any single day. Because you see, when she off the court, nobody's protecting the rim, nobody's getting rebounds, nobody's hustling, nobody's a leader on the court. And even with them benching her, this is what they don't like to highlight, because they always want to show her lowlights.
Yeah.
She's coaching up the rookies. She's coaching up her bigs while she's taking those DMPs.
Yeah,
she's
being
still
the
a part
leader.
of the team, right?
Yeah.
She's still been a leader. So to me, it don't make sense. And with them benching her, she still led the lead in rebounds. Still got her rebounding trophy. If you look at it, last year she averaged 12 points. This year, almost 15 points a game. She had a career high in assists and steals. And, you know, she was better at rebounding this year than she was last year.
Yeah.
So everything she did this year were career highs. So you see her going that way. You see Caitlin Clark kind of going this way.
Yeah.
But we nobody's going to talk about, you know, the seasons like that, you know, and make a comparison like that. I don't understand, because you're vocal, because you high energy, you deemed as toxic player, drama. I don't understand that.
I think one of the issues is that, especially when it comes to black women, if you do speak up, if you are vocal, then like you're considered aggressive.
Yeah.
So I think because it's not just Angelreese, it's a lot of like other former WNBA players, Cheryl Swoops, Maya Moore, even in some cases, what's her name? Smith Diggins. What's that?
Oh yeah, Skylar.
Yeah, Skylar Diggins. Yeah. So even with them, like whenever they said something or they showed any type of like emotion, then it was looked at as negative. It was looked at as aggressive, and it's weird because she's showing passion, whereas. And this isn't, like, again, this isn't a slight on Caitlin Clark. This isn't really a Caitlin Clark, Angelreese thing, but it just seems like Caitlin Clark at times gets the pass for being, you know, bratty, for being, like, upset, angry, you know, like, showing her displeasure and stuff.
It's
even
crazy.
when, like, even the words that are being used.
Yeah, because when she do it, she's passionate. But when Angelreese do it, she's ghetto.
Yeah.
Nobody cut you off, but
No, but that's it. Like that's the thing. That's what I was getting at. You know, like the languages even changed because like they're looking at Caitlyn as like a positive and Angel Reese as a negative. And we talked about this before some episodes ago, where it's not just what Angel Reese does on the court or even, you know, surrounding the WNBA. It's the other like ventures and stuff that she does that contributes to the viewership in the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like you want somebody to be like that they're not only just like bringing eyes to the product, but bringing you know, sponsors to you know, like to everything else that's surrounding the WNBA. Because I forget the lady's name, but I think she's a part of the Stud Buds.
Okay.
And what was it, last weekend, I want to say, her friend gave her a makeover. And everybody made such a big deal, like, oh, she's actually pretty. You know, like, because she had, like, the wig and, like, makeup done and stuff. And it's those type of things where I feel like a lot of the masculinity that was, like, once in the WNBA, or at least people viewed to be masculine, a lot of that is, like, going away because, you know, like, they are trying to act more like pretty girls. Even somebody like an Agent Wilson, who, you know, like, she kind of reminds me of Lisa Leslie. Mm-hmm. Like, she, like, for some people's, like, standards, she might not be the most attractive, but the way that she carries herself, she's very ladylike. And I think when you consider the WNBA, it always reminds me of that announcer like some years ago where he called them a bunch of nappy-headed hoes.
Oh man.
Like they, like I think that overall, like there's still a large portion of people who, when they think about the WNBA, that's what they think. They think it's a bunch of studs that are tatted up with fades that are running up and down the court.
Yeah. So yeah, I just don't like the narrative that they try to paint, and the fact that Chicago Sky,
Mm-hmm.
you try to bench her. The Chicago Sky is nothing without Angel Reese. I'm like, this is stupid. Like you taking your value away.
Yeah.
Nobody even watch y'all anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But you take her out of that, nobody's really watching you.
Right.
It's crazy. It's the only thing you have going for you.
Mm-hmm.
This is stupid. Now a poll came out. Executives, coaches, and different media came out and they wanted to vote who's the best American athlete.
Mm.
And they all voted Steph Curry. Surprisingly, LeBron and Kevin Durant got 0 votes. So Steph Curry...
That's a surprise.
Steph Curry got 11 of the votes.
Mm-hmm.
And to split the other votes... that had the most votes was Anthony Edwards and Donovan Mitchell. But Steph got the most votes.
That's interesting.
Yeah, the LeBron and the KD one is a crazy take, but I'm not surprised at Steph getting most of the votes.
Yeah.
Because the moment the ball is in his hands,
mm-hmm.
like, or the ball is out of his hands, no matter where he at on the court, the moment he put on his clothes and wake up in the morning,
That's what LeBron said.
like, he's dangerous, you know? So it's like, Steph getting those votes. Y'all saw the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all saw the Olympics. You had some of the greatest players on earth playing, but they all deferred to Mr. Steph and Curry. Like,
Yeah.
man, like, no shot is a bad shot for him.
Like, did you watch the documentary?
Yes.
And that's what Steve Kerr said. He was like, no shot is a bad shot for like Curry. But what was that? Nicholas Batum?
Yeah.
And he said something like 99.99% of the people in the world would take that shot and miss.
But for him, that's a regular shot.
Yeah.
And the fact that the crazy thing about the Olympics, not even just the Olympics, if you go back and watch some of Steph highlights, look at the opposing bench,
Mm-hmm.
right? And look at some of the players' faces when he make these shots. Matter of fact, look at some of the coaches when he makes the shots. Even if you look at the Olympics, the coach from the French team,
Mm-hmm.
every time Steph hit a shot, he was like he was like, what the fuck? Like, how is he hitting these shots? Like, even the players on the bench from the other team,
Mm-hmm.
they became fans.
Yeah.
Like, and I watch a lot of basketball podcasts. You know, Gil's Arena.
Mhm.
You know, Carmelo's, Mon Shepard's. When he be on some of them.
Yeah. Shout
Drake.
out 5:20 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Jeff Teague's
Yeah,
podcast.
Jeff Teague. But like all of those, Matt Barnes, all of those, they say that sometimes they forget they're the opposing player when they playing against Steph. Sometimes they just like, I want to see what shot he about to hit.
Yeah.
They forget that they on defense. Like that's how you know you great.
Mhm.
Where like people lose themselves in the middle of the game.
Right.
So like, yeah, the moment somebody cross half court, hell, even when they on the other side of the court, they dangerous.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. Steph Curry, at least for like the last decade, has created moments.
Yeah.
You know, where it is just like 2 years ago, like that All-Star game performance.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Just played out of his mind, but it just looked like a regular day. I forget who said it. Like he had like a open corner three, and it was like, oh, that's an easy layup. Only Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Only Steph Curry. Like that's an easy layup.
Make it look effortless.
Like that's the craziest thing. But why Donovan Mitchell?
I mean, he's been balling, but yeah,
He has,
that
but-
wouldn't have been somebody that I would have picked, Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
But Steph Curry, shout out to him. Continue to put fear in people's hearts. One of my favorite players.
At this point in his career too.
Yeah, only player with 4,000 plus made threes. Yeah, it just the stuff he can do. It's ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie. Like when I be at home watching him and he hit a shot, I be like, what the? It be nobody there, but I'm like, man, it's crazy.
He takes the life out of games. Like
Yeah, because think about it. Like you would have a LeBron, right? You would have a KD. They'll go on their spurts, but they still hitting twos, right? So you still got a chance to still be in the game.
yeah.
But Steph will hit you with that flurry, with those threes. By the time you look up in that a half a minute or 2 minutes, that 2-point lead that was that once there, now you're losing by 30.
Yeah.
And you don't know what happened to you. You can't respond to that.
Yeah, that's why like when they were like when the Warriors dynasty was in their prime, I wish Curry just like let them like go into like the fourth quarter because some of those games this man exploded like and by the second quarter had 30 and just set out the other half or the majority of the other half. I want to like just unshackled Steph Curry in his prime. What would those numbers have been like?
Oh yeah.
In short amounts of time, he was hitting like 12 threes. And that was before the half.
Yeah, and there's plenty of times he could have broke and shattered those records. Yeah.
Like, I think it could have been like times where he hit probably 20 to 25 threes in a game.
Yeah, like even when he had that 60-point game and a couple 50-point games, I really feel like he could have got like 80 or 90. Like, but like you said, he don't play, most of the third quarter and then none of the fourth at those times.
Or Kerr was like, I just pull him out, because to like humble him or something. I forget exactly what he said, but it was like I pull him out for like those type of moments.
Yeah, I would like, nah, keep me in, coach. Let me. Once I start missing like 2 or 3, then take me out. But until then, I'm on fire, boy. Keep me in.
Right. The only other time that like he was really, because he's only averaged like 30 plus like twice in his career.
Yeah.
So that year that him and Bradley Beal were going at it for the scoring title, that was probably the most like unshackled Curry ever was, and that was only because they had nothing else over there.
Yeah.
And what he had, like 31, 32 a game.
Yeah. So Kuminga, and I hate to keep bringing up Kuminga, but Kuminga decided, and now he's turning down the 3-year, $75 million, and to find out now he's really considering picking up that qualifying offer, which is just $8 million. So next season he could be an unrestricted free agent. You betting on yourself. I won't even hate you for that, but you better bet right, because like I keep saying, like they're not obligated to play you. one can say that the Warriors would have been in the finals if Steph Curry never got hurt, because he was beating Minnesota.
Mhm.
And if we know anything about the regular season, he was killing Oklahoma.
Mhm.
Like, he was easily putting up 33 points, like, every single time. There was nothing they can do to even slow him down.
Mhm.
So one can argue that they would have been there. You know, we'll never know. But to me, if I'm Kuminga, I have to look myself in the mirror and say, you know what? They made it all the way to the semifinals without me.
Mhm.
Right. So who says that they need me this year?
Yeah.
Especially with reinforcements they said is coming. Al Horford, Steph Curry got
I heard.
a handshake deal.
Mhm.
Milton Anthony, Milton Anthony, he got a handshake deal, and then also Gary Payton II is coming back. So to me, that's enough right there. We don't really need you. But if I'm the Warriors, I'm really considering Sacramento offer. I'm really picking up, if they want to give me Malik Monk and a guaranteed future, 2030 first round pick that's protected now. Like, I'm picking that.
Yeah.
Because Malik Monk will be a good sixth man off the bench.
Mhm.
You got another ball handler. So if Steph Curry goes to the bench, you got somebody that can still keep that scoring.
Agreed.
And you got he's just as athletic as Kuminga. Malik Monk, let's just say it, he's better than Kuminga. Like, you picking up a better player, you're getting a 2030 pick, which around that time you will need that pick because Steph Curry probably won't even be there.
Yeah.
So at least you get to figure out what's the future and get your player of the future at that time.
Mhm.
And not just that, you're getting rid of a player that don't even want to be there.
Yeah.
Right? Because if I'm the team and Kuminga is there, I don't want to pass you the ball. I don't want to play with you. Like, you're not even bought in. And then right now, we have mini camp and you don't even show up.
Mhm.
So, Kuminga, I hope you betting on yourself and it works out. You don't
Agreed.
want to be a Dennis Schroeder and stuff, because even if I'm another team, I'm an executive, I'm showing like you're not 100% bought in.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know if we can trust you.
Right. And then the fact that, like, if you don't get your way, like, can we trust that, like, you're going to give, like, your all? You would be, like, 110%. Because, like, we talked about that before. Like, just all the drama surrounding this whole thing. What team would want you?
Yeah, and then like you can't buy in into a championship team where you won a ring and where, you know what, we don't need you to have the ball in your hands. Because how he trained like he's a number one option.
Mhm.
He don't train like he's a number 2, number 3 role player. He don't train to, find out different scoring opportunities or different stuff within the offense. He's training like a number 1. If you ever see him, training stuff like that. And then you say you can't play within the system or you can't play when Steph is on the court and all this stuff. I got crazy numbers for you. With Steph in the game, he's averaging 12.7 points a game. When Steph is out of the game, Kuminga is only averaging 14 points a game. That is a 1.3 point difference. Bro, that's a free throw.
Yeah.
You're no better. So that logic of you can't play with this player, you can't do this and that, when he's not on the court or he's hurt and injured and you're the man, you're not doing any better.
Yeah.
When Steph is on the court, you average more rebounds. When Steph off the court, you average less rebounds. Like, you see the trend? Like, it just, what he say just don't make sense. Like, bruh, just play basketball at this point, or fire your agent.
Yeah. Speaking of firing agents, that whole situation with Ace Bailey, that's, kid, just play the game.
Yeah. So we ended with this. Zion, new look, skinny Zion at this point. So I got concerns, right?
Okay.
And I know his weight was always a concern, but he was an undersized power forward. So now you're an undersized power forward, and you don't have the meat on your bones. So, like, are you moving up to the 3? Because you won't survive the full season undersized and underweight. Like, not both.
It's interesting because I have seen, like, I've seen some pictures, I've seen video, and it doesn't always, like, line up. So I think he has lost a considerable amount of weight. He is smaller than he was at Duke.
Yeah.
He is smaller, but I do also feel like it's going to help him at least like get through the season.
Yeah.
And we don't know if he may have been like strength training and he just lost body fat. But one thing I will say, black people are going to black people. Because we've been getting on this man for years about being overweight. Now we making fun of the man for getting in shape.
I mean, like, if you look at him, Skinny Zion showed up to the podium looking like B. Mickey.
Like that's all I've been hearing. Like, man, he must have been on that Somali diet. Like, what is going on? Man, that's that Ozempic. What is happening here?
I don't know.
Like Luca lost all that weight. This man gets on the cover of Men's Health. Zion lose weight. Now all of a sudden we got those like African commercials again come out for just 13 cents a day. You could feed a young Zion. Like,
Luca wasn't that far off from being in shape. Mm-hmm. You know, Zion, we talking about somebody that was almost 300 pounds that's down to 200. Like, that's a big difference over a course of some months. Yeah. Like, that don't happen naturally. Mm. Like, I don't care how much you say you change your diet and you've been exercising like crazy and stuff. Like, you did some football drills and stuff. Like, nah, bruh. We know. But we ain't got to talk about it. So, lastly, you know, Russell Wilson. Right? They finally benched him. They going with the rookie quarterback. Yep, so it's like, is it time for him to retire, or is this the same old Giants? That's the question. Retirement or same old Giants? For me, it's the same old Giants. I watched the game where he put up almost 400 yards, and then last game he barely cracked 100. And to me, it wasn't his fault. Like, it's the offense. The offense is just terrible. The defense is great. The offense is terrible because if you look at his numbers, he's tied 7 in passing and passing touchdowns. That's not bad. Top 7 passing touchdowns.
Yeah, top third of the league.
Yep, and then he's top 7 in passing yards. So he's not playing terribly. It just the offense just suck.
Yeah, I mean, but also like really. And maybe it is because of just like how winning he was, like when he was with the Seahawks, that people kind of look at it like that. Because what? Russell Wilson is 36, 37? And he plays well enough to command a starting spot, I think. But he's also kind of like in this point in his career where it really is, you're the starter until the rookie is ready. Yeah, but even with him, so if I'm whoever is bringing in Russell Wilson, I got to realize what he does best. That dick and dunk and trying to pass for 10, 5 yards, and stuff, that's not what he do. What he's known for, the deep ball. Yeah. So give me an offense that can protect. Give me an offensive line that can protect. You know, give me a running back where I can go play action, and then give me some receivers that can go deep, because right now he just got possession receivers, right? Give me somebody that can just haul ass, right? And we can take these deep shots down the field, right? That's what he does the best. If you look at his Seattle days, that's what he did. His short time in Denver, that's what he did. When he did look great with Pittsburgh, that's what he did. He's not one of those receivers like Tom Brady that's going to just pick you apart. Like, that's not what he do. He uses his legs. He roll out. Or it's a half roll, and he's getting on the edge, and he's taking that deep shot. But to me, they treated him like a buzz down right now. He just getting passed around and passed around and passed around. Yeah, like why nobody want me? Right, and also it's just like they making it seem like he's a bum, and he's not. He's not. He's far from left. Yeah, he's far from that. It's just been the situations. A lot of these teams that have picked him up, it was just basically they wanted a veteran quarterback who they felt like could get it done. Yeah. But it was just never the system that he relies on. You know what would be good for him right now since Joe Burrow is hurt? Cincinnati. You got Chase, you got Higgins, you got the receivers there that like to go down the field. Like, request a trade. Go to Cincinnati until Joe Burrow get there, and then figure it out from after that. But I don't know. So, in your opinion, how much time do you think he has left realistically? If I'm him and I can't stay with the team or keep the starting position for long when I do go to that team, I gotta consider retirement. Like, cause do I want that to be the last impression of, you know, what my career looked like? Yeah. Like, you know, they always say, you know, you want to end on a high note or a good note. Like,
you can't in your career.
Yeah, he's going out with a whisper.
Yeah, so you can't end it like that. That's why I would just go Cincinnati, put up some numbers and stuff, and I would just go by my way and just continue raising future child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
It's true though. It's true.
I'm sorry. So this last thing. So I just found out a Syracuse football player entered his 8th year of eligibility. Right, his name is David Reese. Right. My thing is, bruh, 8 years. If it ain't happened already, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Bruh, just give it up.
It's just not. I
Just
mean,
give it up. 8 years. College football.
Did you get a master's at least? Because you need something at this point.
So, I am Armando. Thank you for tuning in to the 414 Morning Podcast.
I got scars unhealed that money can't fix it. My brother turned to snake just for that quickly. Gay love, they gay hate cause they mind will sick. I was 30 in the clock cause the pot got thick. Damn, change ain't change, only change switch clips. Gotta ride with that drum, keep that clip by my hip. See the pain in my verse every time you hear me spit. They told me keep my circle tight, but that bitch